And if the question is, how do you deal with these types of men? Because I feel like a lot of times this is the conversation that's missed when girls are saying, oh, I want a sugar daddy. Oh, I want a guy that's just gonna like throw money at me. You want somebody that can afford to love bomb you for 6 weeks to 6 months. That's what it is. And the way you have to deal with these men is like, you cannot have an air of light about you. You have to be mean to these men. The moment they sense that you are a little bit naive, this is your first time in the rodeo, they will run you to the ground. They know who to play with. And that is why a lot of these men choose the women that they choose. It's why they date women in their early to mid to late 20s, barely touching the late 20s because we catch on by then. And they'll tell you, oh, it's because, your bodies are nicer, or you guys are more fun, more energetic, you're more athletic. Don't fall for that that BS. It's because your brain is not fully developed and he can run game on you. That is it. And the only way you can match with these types of men is you need to understand game. If you do not understand game, you will be chewed up and spit the fuck out. Trust me. And if the question is, how do you deal with these types of men?
It's so funny to me because she says you have to be mean to men, and then she's a suggestion that we're the mean ones. We're the ones that we play the game. We're the ones that we manipulate. We're predators. We don't like young women because of their youthfulness. Of course not. No, it's because of their naivete. That's why. She knows us better than us. She knows us better than us. She knows that the real reason why we like younger women is not for youthfulness. No. Because youthfulness is not better than oldness. No, absolutely not. It's for naivete. Because naivete is better than a smart woman. Again, a lot of these women, all they do is project their past. They project their past. The idea that, oh, you want a sugar daddy, so get a man to spend money on you and you be mean to him. That's how you got to do it. Because the minute they realize that you're soft and you're quote unquote naive, they're going to take advantage of you. No, baby girl, you got taken advantage of, okay? Don't try to put that on everybody else. Okay, but then they get on here and then they spread the word. Hey, everybody, men. They blame men. But then you go do your research. I looked this girl up. Like, who is this girl? All right, like, what is she talking about? And I found this video. Now, in this video it went from men being the issue, 40-year-old men, to now 40-year-old pick-me's. Women. Women are the issue now. The issue is women, the pick-me's. So I think she has an issue with people over 40. Then they're looking at us like, why do you want to date people that are youthful? You seem like you got an issue with men over 40. Now you got an issue with women over 40. Let's see what she has to say, and then we're going to respond to it.
Story time about how this woman sucked a man's finger in front of me in order to stop him from talking to me. I was out one night and, just enjoying myself, not really looking for anything, but looking good. And anytime I look good, I notice there is a certain brand of man that will approach me first and certain brand of woman that will try to be around me. You will have an understanding of what I mean by certain brand towards the end of this video because it's insane. So picture this. I'm sitting at the bar waiting to order a drink. This woman comes up to me and she says, wow, your outfit matches. Your boots, your skirt, your shirt, it all matches together. And I just say, okay. Mind you, this woman seemed to be a little bit under the influence. So like, I wasn't paying her no mind. But she proceeded to compliment like, oh, I love your hair. I love your nails. I love your skin. I love your like just going on and on and on and on. And actually the man that was sitting next to us was like, wow, you're full of compliments tonight, aren't you? At that point, she kind of just laughed it off, walked away like awkwardly, and did not approach me like while I was sitting there. Something I did take note of was the moment she approached me was the moment this group of men sat next to me. And I genuinely feel like she sensed at some point one of those men were going to approach me or talk to me, so she needed to intercede in some way. And I know that sounds like a crazy conclusion. Like, I don't mean to be so self-obsessed and think everything that everybody does is about me. But what I tell y'all next is going to confirm that. So the night goes on. I think the place I was at, I was there for probably like an hour. So, I'm just kind of walking around, meeting people, talking. And this man starts to talk to me. And he's like, you know, you're so beautiful, like you look like a goddess. And he's just going on, you know, giving me praises, compliments. And the woman from before grabs this man's hand in the middle of us talking and starts sucking on all of his fingers. Everyone around us kind of looks at her awkwardly and is like kind of getting uncomfortable. I walk away. The guy kind of like moves his hand and like wipes it a little bit. And he like approaches me before I leave. And I say, like, do you guys have something going on? Like, I don't mean to get in the middle of anything. And he's like, no, I barely know that woman. I don't know why she did that. And my conclusion from that night of just observing this type of behavior is that some people will make a fool out of themselves, will make a buffoon out of themselves, and look really stupid in order to prevent you from succeeding to their capacity. So what she probably saw me succeeding at was taking the attention of a room, taking the spot, and men showing interest. Meanwhile, she's having to go out of her way to approach men and be noticed. Either way, she was going to leave empty-handed, but she got to go home that night feeling like she succeeded because she intercepted any communication between me and any man. Story time about how this woman sucked a man.
You know, it's so funny because, you know, at first I was saying, all right, so she has an issue with older men, and now she has an issue with an older woman. And it's so funny to me because it's almost like she's like trying to suggest I'm so innocent. I just happen to be at a bar with people getting drunk and sucking on each other's fingers. Like, you know, you chose to be there, baby girl. You chose to be there. And she might be in tune with what's going on more than you. Maybe she could read the room better than you, okay? You said there's a bunch of guys, only a few girls. You're one of the girls, not that many girls. You're worried about who's getting the most attention. Who you with? Who you there with? You're not there with a girl like you. You're there by yourself. So you're a lonely girl on the prowl. You know what I'm saying? And you're mad that there's another lonely girl on the prowl that you say trying to steal your shine, which that's a conclusion that you have. My conclusion was she was feeling you. She told you, yeah, I think you hot. I think you look good. Yeah, your outfit, you matching. If a girl's doing this to anybody, she feeling you, okay? And she's drunk. You said she was drunk, right? All right then. So, you know, maybe she's trying to get a little three-way popping. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You wasn't down for it, okay, you know what I'm saying? But she thought, you know, she gonna let you know what's up. And that guy, like, he had to play it off, but he knew. You gotta know he was down to take both of y'all down. I'm just saying, okay? I'm not saying it's right. I'm just trying to say this is why I don't go out places drinking. I don't drink alcohol, okay? I don't drink alcohol. Alcohol is an excuse for bad behavior for a lot of people. And I never got anything good out of drinking alcohol, okay? But clearly you do. And that's okay. And you also try to finesse men for money. So I think about this and I think to myself, well, wait a minute. She's the victim. Everyone's trying to take her down and oppress her. Where did she get this idea from? Is it her childhood? Is it the media? Then I think about it and I say, you know what? You know, feminism teaches women that they're oppressed, that men are evil, that the patriarchy. And now this girl, she's seeing that in all her relationships. And this is why you got to be careful of the dogma, because once you accept the dogma, you start seeing it. You start getting what they call confirmation bias. Because you believe it, you start to see it. You start to make the narrative. You start to weave the evil into situations that it might not exist. We talk about this in the Bible. People start to see the good as evil and evil as good. Okay, so, you know, she talked about how girls, you got to watch out, you got to be mean to men because, you know, they don't show them that you're naive, they're going to take advantage of you. My friend, you're very naive. You don't know it. You think because you know how to do your makeup, you're an attractive woman, that you've been through a lot of trauma, so now you feel like you know the solution to avoid the trauma. The reality of it is you're naive. You're naive to think that there's women that don't have this level of trauma. A lot of girls want to play the victim Olympics and want us to celebrate them. That like the girl who has the most trauma gets a husband. Who has the most trauma? You get the high value man. If you got the most trauma, you get the high value man. So you're literally online telling on yourself. I don't know if you're popular. Maybe you're popular. I don't know. I don't get her look. But I tell you what, I found another video she did, and look what she said. She said somebody gave her the jealous stare. Now look, I don't know. But if there's 3 videos of somebody complaining that someone's doing something to them, is that a victim or is that a victor? Okay, let's see what she has to say and we'll respond to it.
If you're wondering what the jealous stare, and I mean like the jealous stare or like the envy stare, if you're wondering what that looks like, I'm going to give you an example. It's like a very like disgusted type of look. So let's say you're catching up with like a friend or a family member and you turn around to go do something or someone else starts talking to you. There is a brief moment where you can catch them doing the stare. It happens so quick, they don't even notice. But here it is. Here is the jealous stare. And sometimes it's even more exaggerated. I've had this happen a few times and I've literally asked the person, like, is there something on my face? Or like, what's wrong? And they immediately snap out of it. Like they don't even notice they're doing it. You need to stay far away from these people because they can
We need to stay far away from you because you're going to... My friend, you see the glass is half empty in every single thing. This lady you're accusing of being jealous and envy of you, when you gave the jealous stare, you were just like this. Is that jealousy? If that's a jealous stare, baby, you think everybody is jealous of you. But what are they jealous of? The fact that you're traumatized? The fact that you're mean to men so they don't think you're naive? What are they jealous of? Because you're so beautiful. You're just so beautiful. Oh my God, you're so beautiful. I think she's an attractive girl, but I think her head's too far up her ass for her to even enjoy the fact that she's an attractive girl. All I see is poo on her face from herself. Take your head out your ass and understand that beauty is not enough. I want to tell this for a lot of women. If you think you're going to be a beautiful girl and you're going to bully high-value men into submission, you are wrong. If anything, if you bully a man that has... See, money and high value is not the same thing. There's a lot of rich men that got low value. We know because a lot of them take their own lives. Okay? But that's the only kind of guy you could bank on. A dude that's so weak, he can't stand to see another day, and he's going to be his own interruption. His own disruption. Okay? That's the only men that could appeal to these women because... Who in the world wants to be bullied by a girl who's been traumatized and she thinks the way to deal with men is to be mean? You're traumatized and you think the only way to deal with people is to be more trauma. This is why, and I'm going to say this to you, a lot of y'all men, you got to understand, y'all not the issue. Being 40 as a year old as a man, that's not the issue. Being, unmarried as a man, that's not the issue. You try to go attack, oh, you're unmarried. No, that means we're being selective. You're upset that we're being selective. You're upset that you want attention and you think someone's trying to steal your attention. You're online trying to get attention, and the attention that you're getting, it's not good attention. Some people say there's no such thing as bad publicity. Yes, there is. It might not be bad for the publicity, for the reach, but if you don't got a good message, you just let everybody know you got garbage for sale. So unless somebody is interested in garbage, unless somebody's interested in spending $50 for a $10 bill, because that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to sell you a $10 bill for $50. Unless you're into that kind of stuff, I'd say run. You said girl run, I'd say guy run. If you're a high value man, if you're a Henry, if you're a high earner, not rich yet, and you meet a woman like this, let me know in the comments if you date her. She's an attractive girl who's going to be mean to you because she's been traumatized in her past. Is this the type of girl for you? Would you compete for her? Would you wine and dine her and be chivalrous for her? Be Captain Save a 304? I know I'm not. I didn't work this hard to go try to save somebody that's fallen this far from grace. Because I know it's going to be charity on my part and destruction on hers. And I don't want anybody to destroy me for my goodwill. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I'm going to find someone similar to me, and I advise you do someone the same. A girl that's principled, she understands life, she's not traumatized, she wants to treat a man right. She sees the value in being a Proverbs 31 woman who serves her family, serves her man, submits to her man. God says, women, submit to your husbands. God said that. He commands it. Okay? This woman would not submit. So I suggest you not risk your life for her. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Channel blowing up. I appreciate you guys. I got these hats for sale. You see these hats? Yeah. Got a few colors. I think we got 5 colors. We got a first sale. It's a good buyer in Louisiana. I never even been to Louisiana before, and I just sold something to Louisiana. So I'm shipping off that hat very soon. Let me know if you like it. And thank you guys for all the support. And I'm going to see you at my other videos.